Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot, and today we need to talk about this GSX Pro for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The self-proclaimed definite ground service add-on, one of the most popular add-ons, is back with a brand new version optimized for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And if we go a little bit further down, GSX already works automatically on any airports, including default or third-party. Well, almost, because there is that small problem of not being able to read any of the encrypted data from Marketplace. So, does it really work automatically on any airport, default or third-party? Well, let's have a look. So, this is an excerpt from my first look video at Aerosoft's Cologne-Bonn airport, purchased through Aerosoft's website, so not even a marketplace airport in this case. Now, we can see jetways, we can see lots of them, but none of them is supposed to be there. So, after I posted this video, I've got a comment from Umberto saying that I am probably using marketplace and therefore it would not be possible for GSX to read this data. Well, unfortunately I was not using Marketplace, and I have advised Umberto of that by email, but I never got a response. So, except for read the manual. So, yeah. Well, I did read the manual, and it said that there is a button somewhere in the FS Dream Team installer when you open that one that makes it possible to exclude any third-party airports. Alright, nice enough, I have done that and now my jetways are fixed, but nonetheless, should it really be necessary for a user having to configure every single airport before you can use them? I thought it said, we still have it on screen there, while GSX works automatically on any airport, default or third party. Well, almost any airport, because apparently it does screw up from time to time. And by the way, even provided that this was not the airport, or that this was actually a marketplace airport, or that it was even the default airport, only half of the stands you are actually seeing on screen there is actually supposed to have a jetway. Alright, let's move on. Let's go ahead then and have a look at the different features we have available in GSX. So, we have ground services like pushback, catering, refueling, baggage loading, marshalling, and entirely new services not available as standard, such as visual animated passengers, cargo loading, follow me cars, tow bar pushback, de-icing, underground refueling, walking gates, and VGDS docking systems and more. So let's have a look at those things in action. Now what is he doing? Oh, he just hit our winglet. He's hit our winglet here. Alright, so can we call maintenance as well somehow via GSX? And we might need an engineer as well for the baggage carts. And another one for our wings, okay. Alright, so let's have a look at the animation loading the baggage over here. To me it looks like this is just the same animation as the offloading, just reversed. Look at this. He's kind of pushing it in, but with a reversed animation. So let's go ahead then and go forward a little bit in the video and see how the actual offloading animation looks like. So this is the animation when he's offloading the bag. Look at how he's pushing the suitcase in. That, to me, that just looks like exactly the loading animation, just reversed. Is that...
Please
guys,
airplane fuel system to set the
desired
desired
fuel
quantity.
Okay. No, I don't want any F-gas. You can come back with Jet A1, please. When you have Jet A1, we can start. Alright, so let's prepare our position for pushback and departure. What do you think? How long can it take a ground crew to connect the pushback tug? Now, don't worry guys, it's gonna be boring, so I'll put a little bit of music in for you. Oh, we're done. Alright, very good. Let's move on then.
Waiting your confirmation for node engine start.
Update to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, so disconnecting the tuck and everything takes about, don't know, 20 seconds in real life maybe until they're done with this. So make it 30 seconds, let's be generous today. Right, so on with the music. Ouch. That looks better. What's that? She's doing it again. Alright, so the tuck is gone. Flight control. And there the lady goes. You can do it. Ooh, thumbs up, finally! Bye-bye! Pushback menu still? Oh, what's she doing now? Hello, you should be clear. You can't just cross a taxiway after you've given the thumbs up. She doesn't seem to care though. Whoa. Yep, he's going for the tactical retreat. That was interesting. We're gonna have to try that one again. Right, with the marshal in front of you, be sure to turn the taxi light off in order not to blind him. So, where's he going? Please try. Is he coming back? Please come back. You haven't talked to your colleague, have you? Oh, he's going back on the road. That's nice. Yeah, according to the product manual, GSX is finally able to read, or GSX has always been able to read the position of roads from the airport files, but developers didn't used to include those in P3D times. So, here he is. So that's probably actually something new that Alright, we finally arrived at our gate. Let's get ourselves some ground services and get going. But I like quick disembarkations, but either a jetway or some stairs are going to do it for me. Alright, so this one I'll just leave uncommented for you. Let's try to get that music back on and just enjoy ourselves, okay? This is the big question we're all asking ourselves right now, right? GSX, so is it top or is it a flop? Well, I'll have to give you my honest opinion over here. Even though Umberto provided me with a free copy So I am very grateful for that. However, I also am obliged to give you guys my honest opinion, and you know that I've always put a lot of emphasis on being honest about add-ons on this channel. And my honest opinion about GSX is, right now, no. I would at present not recommend GSX, and in fact I've uninstalled it from my computer. Now, let's quickly talk about the reasons why. You've seen the videos, so you have seen all the bugs and the issues. Now, those of you who are a little bit technically interested will probably have noticed that the stuff happening in the turnaround is not very well done. So, starting with the preparation for pushback that we have seen, it's taking ages. And it's just taking too long, okay? If a ground crew would take that long in real life, we'd probably kick their backs. Now, going on over the pushback itself, we're getting the engine start clearance straight away on stand. Well, nope, that's not how it works in real life. Then, going on, we are ending up with, again, minutes for disconnecting the ground equipment, which is just taking too long again. Then the ramp agent is telling us clear left, clear right, while she's still standing at the airplane. What on earth is she thinking? Going on from there, she is walking off to the left-hand side, always, to give the captain the clear signal, and then she's going straight across the taxiway back towards the gate. After the clear signal is received. A very big no-no. Just think ramp safety. Clear signal is received means the aircraft can start the taxi. And it does not mean the aircraft is going to wait for the ramp agent. But we're seeing this in all different kinds of areas of GSX. Another one is the boarding. You click on request boarding. Alright, the jetway is connecting to the airplane, the crew is coming in, and the very next second the passengers are coming in. Why? Why is the crew boarding when I'm requesting passenger boarding, and a second later the passenger boarding is starting? That doesn't make any sense. The crew is getting on board the airplane, it's going to take like 10 minutes for their pre-flight checks, and then the passengers will start boarding. How are they supposed to even prepare the airplane like this? I could go on and on and on about the procedural flaws inside GSX, and the honest truth about it is, the vast majority of them have already been there years and years ago, because while the new GSX is featuring some very nifty looking new models, which I very much appreciate, it is procedurally exactly the same as the P3D version. Of course without any discount for P3D users, God knows why. So, in the end what we're getting here is a procedurally flawed ground handling add-on that is not just flawed in terms of the procedures, but that is actually buggy as eep. And I'm trying to find the right words right now. But my honest answer on it simply is, this release was much, much, much too early. The program is absolutely not in a state where I would have published it. And that is just talking about the procedural issues, which are there for years in GSX. But even though I have a feeling that pushback and especially the after-start procedure have gotten even slower with the Microsoft Flight Simulator version than they used to be in P3D. But here is one more point. Initially I didn't think much of it because it happens every now and then. But for those of you who have seen my live stream on GSX, you will have noticed that I had a crash to desktop there on the ramp. And initially I thought it would have been my microphone that I plugged out and back in. That is what I thought on the stream as well. That would have caused the issue. Then, today I finally had a little bit of time because I had a day off from work. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna use that and do a couple of flights in my simulator, testing a little bit of new software. And what happened? 3 attempts of flights. 3 times. It crashed after about 2 hours of flight time. It just crashed to desktop. Then I did a 4th one. And it crashed to desktop on the pushback. Meaning I've tried 4 flights today, and 4 times I've had a crash to desktop, making it a total of 5 crashes to desktop within the scope of 2 days. And these 5 crashes are actually all but the one flight that I have done live yesterday from from Helsinki to Stockholm. Apart from that, every single one of my flights crashed to desktop. So I decided, alright, there's got to be something wrong here. Prior to that, my simulator ran really well, I didn't have many issues, and overall things just worked. Then I installed GSX, and all of a sudden the thing just crashed to desktop almost every time. So, if I'm totally honest with you, I uninstalled GSX, wanted to see if that is going to cure my issue, did a flight, and it worked. So for me that is a definite point that GSX is actually the cause of those issues, and that was my final point to uninstall GSX, and overall it is an add-on that's very promising and it holds a lot of potential, and I'm really looking forward to see that potential in action after Umberto has issued a couple of updates. But for now I think the release was much too early, the program is flawed and it is not in a state where it can actually be enjoyed to the extent that it should be enjoyed too. Making things a little bit worse, I've sent Umberto a couple of emails to try to give him some suggestions for future feature and for things that should have been changed. None of them has been answered. So, that is my very unfortunate feedback that I have to give on why I uninstalled GSX and why I think that GSX should not have been released at this point. Let me know in the comments how your experience with GSX is. What I saw in the comments under my videos right now is that I'm by far not the only one experiencing crashes to desktop, and that I'm by far not the only one experiencing those procedural issues and all the bugs that we have in the program. Just saying, happy to click the GSX menu for like 6 times in order for the menu actually to plop up. So there you have it, my very first feedback on GSX. I'm sorry that I cannot give you any better news here, but I promise you that I will always be honest on the channel, and after all, yes, I've received a free copy. I'm very thankful for that, and I am going to do a full review on GSX as soon as it is able to run stably on my system, but until that is the case, I'm going to leave it with GSX for now. As soon as the first update is out, I'm going to try it once again to see if things have improved. You can be sure that I'm going to make another video not back then, but by then, where I'm going to give you an update on how it's actually working then, and if I think that things have actually improved. But for now, thank you very much for your attention. If you have already bought GSX, make your own opinion out of it, see if you like it or not. Personally, you know my opinion now, but I'm really looking forward to see and hear what you guys think of it. Let me know in the comments below, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you really want to support my channel, I would, as always, appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me a Coffee link that you can find in the video description below. Until then, thank you very much for your attention, and I am looking forward to see you all again on the next, then hopefully featuring an updated GSX video.